Welcome again to the Life and Health Show. This is Dr. Oteng, and my beautiful wife is...
Gift your thing.
All right. So as we said earlier on, are you diabetic or are you trying to control your diabetes or your blood sugar level? Maybe you are pre-diabetic and you have been warned to take care of some stuff so that you don't end up with diabetes. And today's show, whether you are already diabetic or pre-diabetic, we want to talk to you and help you find some snacks that will help you control your blood sugar, because some of us cannot basically stick with 3 square meals a day without doing anything else. And if that's the case for you, you may need a snack. Much as we don't want you to be eating snacks, if you have to, and especially for diabetics, sometimes you need it.
Also, I can throw in if you have family history. Okay, so if your close relative, your mom, your dad, your siblings, or anybody close to you is diabetic, it's something that you have to pay attention. So instead of reaching out to sugary foods and other unhealthy snacks, this will also be helpful for people like that.
All right, so it looks like we are getting some blinking here on a live, but we hopefully will be able to overcome that. But we're going to go ahead and power through anyway, unless something stops us. Yeah, it looks like we are blinking a lot. All right, so with that being said, let's hit this and... All right, welcome back. All right, so we are going ahead. The first snack that we want to talk to you about is what we call nuts. And I'm pretty sure if you have been with us for a while, you know, just a second. You know that snacks, nuts are some of the things that I almost always mention. Nuts. And so that is the first thing that we're going to be talking about. You want to give us some examples of snacks?
Yeah, so nuts, when we say nuts, no, don't be nuts right now. Like
don't be nuts right now, right?
It's more like almonds, walnuts, or pistachios.
All right, so those are power snacks for controlling your blood sugar levels. And the reason why nuts help, you know, if you are watching your blood sugar levels and you need snacks, some of the reasons why they help is that they contain some of the healthy fats and oils that you can think about. So that is one reason. You have another word?
Yeah, so it also have protein, you know, that can keep you full. And it's also full of fiber, which slow down digestion and help stabilize your blood sugar levels. So as a diabetic, you don't want to eat foods that will spike your blood sugar levels. You know, so you want to reach out for something that stabilizes your blood sugar throughout the day. So in case you want something quick, definitely reaching out for nuts. That can include almonds, walnuts, pistachios. You know, sometimes you can buy a container and buy all these nuts, put them together, mix them up, and just reach out for a handful when you feel like you want something. And that works. The reason being that it is full of fats, like you said, right? Full of protein and fiber, which definitely help control your sugar levels.
Definitely. And so basically, those are the key things: the proteins, the fiber, and also obviously the oils. Those help stabilize your glucose levels and ensure that you do not spike your sugar level. So nuts are first ones to talk about. And examples, I don't know if we mentioned examples earlier, but we talk about almonds, walnuts, and what? Pistachios, and any other nuts that you probably prefer that we can't
Can we throw
mention.
in granuts?
You can peanuts or granuts, right? Those are also nuts. So whatever nuts that you enjoy, most nuts have the good oils and also the protein and the fiber anyway. So I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't really make much difference if you have to basically eat the kind of nuts that you know of. So definitely nuts will be what you want to do. We can move on to the next one.
Yeah, so the tip here is that because I think last time we mentioned that it's calorie dense. It has a lot of calories. So you don't want to overdo it, you know. So to avoid excess calories intake, you have to go for a portion size, like small size. It's supposed to be snack, and snack is not supposed to fill you up per se, right? So just something small. So small handful of your nuts always help. You don't want to go overboard by eating too much and increasing the caloric overall. So you have to control how much you consume at every point in time. Yeah.
Definitely. And I always say that if you are somebody that doesn't have, the self-control to be able to basically get yourself into eating the right amount, at least, even if you overeat nuts, it's better that way than to eat ice cream. Or it's better than to eat some Cheerios packed with a lot of sugar. And so as long as it's natural, yes, Gifty is concerned with you eating the right amounts in order for you not to basically miss out on the calorie intake, not to eat too much. But if you don't have the self-control that we are talking about, at least if you overdo nuts, it's better that way. So the first thing is to learn to even include the nuts in between your meals as your snack, rather than to do sodas, rather than to do any of those sweet things that will eventually raise your blood sugar level.
Yeah, and another tip here is like if you eat just a few, try and drink water. By drinking a lot of water, you tend to be full because, like we are saying, it's packed with proteins, and protein definitely control your appetite per se.
It feels you better.
Yeah, so you drink a lot of water with a small amount that you've consumed, and that will make you stay full. Than just to eat without any fluids, then you feel like you have to eat more and more. But adding water to it definitely helps.
Definitely. So that's a good one that we can talk about. The next one, can we move forward? Yes. The next one will be Greek yogurt with berries, and that's another good option. Greek yogurt with berries. And most of us know how yogurts are. As a matter of fact, we would, even though they are yogurts, we want to talk about sugarless or free of sugar, because some yogurts are packed with a lot of sugar. We're talking about sugar-free Greek yogurt. We got to be careful here because we want to control your blood sugar, so you can't just go on eating any yogurt for that matter. It has to be sugar-free. So sugar-free Greek yogurt would definitely help you control your blood sugar. If you have to eat a snack, if you can avoid snack, so much the better. But if you can't, and some people, their blood sugar goes low so much that they need something in between meals to be able to, stabilize their glucose levels. In that case, sugar-free, right? Sugar-free Greek yogurt with berries. And what kind of berries anyway? We got to be careful here because some berries may be a lot
too sweet.
It's too sweet, yeah.
So you can go with the blueberries and blackberries. Strawberries, some may be too sweet, but I think moderation is always the key.
Moderation is the key right here. You can do strawberries, but if you overdo it, then you'll be defeating the purpose, right? So sugar-free Greek yogurt with strawberries, a little amount, or the better berries would be like your blackberries and maybe blueberries, as a matter of fact, would be a better option for you. So definitely that would be another great one. And one of the reasons why berries are good is that apart from the fact that they will fill you with fiber and also, give you some sweet tongue because you need some sweet in your mouth, they also have vitamins, antioxidants that will help you stabilize the lining of your arteries, protect you against strokes, basically atherosclerosis or plaque formation in your arteries, and help you avoid all those things that could come with stroke and heart disease.
Yeah, so with the yogurts, you have to really learn how to read the labels if you're going for it. Sometimes it will say fat-free. Don't get confused with fat-free and sugar-free because some people will just reach out for the fat-free one, not knowing that it contains a lot of sugar in that. So you can go for unsweetened yogurt so that you know that there is no sugar in it. Sometimes it doesn't taste the best, but that's the right one for you. You don't want to go for the sweetened one then that would defeat the purpose, like you said, right? So unsweetened yogurt
Can
is
you
what
do
you go for.
fat-free and unsweetened?
There is something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why you have to learn and read the labels. And sometimes it will say fat-free. You turn the back and you can see a lot of sugar, 28 grams of sugar in that small container. So you have to learn to pick the right ones so that you get the right amount of protein in your system without spiking up your blood sugar.
And if you say that, but yogurt without sugar, how can I can't eat it? That's the whole purpose of adding the berries.
Right.
Because the berries may be sweet. They have a little, even if it's like blueberries or blackberries, even if it's not sweet, you feel some sweetness a little bit so that it will still give you some sweet tongue, like you have added sugar, even though there's no sugar, because they themselves are naturally sweet. And so that is the key. It may say sugar-free, but as long as you are able to add the berries to it, you still take some sweetness. So don't be scared that it's not tasty. It will be tasty, promise you. So try it out for a snack. The next time you grab a snack in between your meals, that will definitely help stabilize your blood sugar. Okay, so in that case, we will go to the next one. And the next one, I don't know whether we should call it snacks, because it could be a meal, at least for me. And that is what I would use my belt to say. What? You read it out, what I find about.
Oh, the third one?
Yes.
The third one is hard-boiled eggs.
My goodness, hard-boiled eggs. That's eggs. I mean, call an egg or 2 eggs a snack. I mean, come on, man, that's... That is something, right?
Right.
Somebody may disagree that that's not a snack. It is a snack because it's not a full meal.
Right.
But eggs are so nutritious that somebody could call it a full meal. But the news flash is that if you need something in between your real meals and you can get hard-boiled egg, you are actually eating something healthy for that matter. I mean, it will definitely help you control your hunger because, again, of the fat and the protein which is in the egg. If you get that on board in between, your sugar may not go down. So if you are concerned with low sugar, your sugar may not go down, neither will it spike. So it will be stabilized. And that's why eggs are important as a snack. If that's all you got, it is okay. Don't feel bad that, you're telling people you want a snack and you grab an egg. It's okay.
Yeah, too bad, especially being a Ghanaian, right?
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Love
Egg is
eggs.
egg. Yeah. So
Yeah, so instead of reaching out for, chips, protein, potato chips, that chips around you, this is definitely a healthy choice, because we know that eggs are excellent source of protein and have no carbohydrates at all, So this will make it ideal for stabilizing your sugar levels. So instead of reaching out for potato chips, eggs can be an alternative, and definitely that would definitely help.
Definitely. So
yes.
eggs are good for stabilizing your blood sugar. And, if eating eggs by themselves are not good for you, you could make it a little more sweetie. Like some people may say, I can't take it. You can sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper on it, or what we call paprika, for flavor without the extra carbohydrates, So you got an egg. Remember during those days, I think it still happened where we are from, right? They will boil eggs and be selling, and they have some nice pepper and tomato sauce.
Right.
You open it up and put it in
between.
And I mean, come on, man, those those are good sources of snacks that will stabilize your blood sugar. So if you have been fasting for a long time, your blood sugar is going down, and you are concerned about maybe even fainting or shivering because you don't have food around, grab an egg, whether you buy it from the place, a food joint, or wherever. If there's no real good meal prepared for you because you are concerned with your blood sugar going up, an egg or 2 would at least stabilize your sugar until you get to your real meal.
Right.
Yeah, so that is definitely another good source. And I think we can move on. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is what we call veggies. Well, let's go to the chia seed and pudding, say, right?
Pudding.
Yeah, chia seed and pudding. And that is another good one that we can talk about. Also as a snack for the person who is concerned about, their blood sugar going up, or concerned about not getting diabetes, or concerned about low blood sugar in case they have not had a meal, for a long time. So
today. So chia seed pudding is one important snack that you can look into. If you need more information, I think you can just go online and try to just type chia seed pudding, and it gives you the recipe and how to do it. Right on that.
But did you read it out? I think you're saying something about it. Okay, I think I got a screenshot for it now. All right. So how do you say it's made in again?
Yeah. So you need your chia seed and almond milk. That's the starting.
Chia seed
and almond
milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you put the two together. You shake it really good, and leave it in the fridge for an hour or two.
Wow.
Then after the hour or two, you take it out, you stir it again and put it back in, just to have this jelly look like what we are seeing. Then after that, you add your berries, strawberries, blueberries, whatever fruits you want to add to it, and that can be a full meal. And
it looks really good.
Yeah,
it looks
can
really
control
good.
your blood
So
sugar.
This can really fill you up. You feel that. So let's go over it. So do you soak the chia seed in the almond milk over a long period?
Yeah.
Right?
So for an hour or so in the fridge, you put it together, shake it really good, and put it in the fridge for 1 or 2 hours. Then after that, you take it out, shake it again, and repeat the same process.
And this one we are showing has, they have raspberries. I don't know the other round thing on top. This looks like, I don't think it's it's garlic. I think it's something that we smell better. And then they have some other green cut pieces over here. Maybe one of those sweet fruits that you can add to it. And then at the bottom they have more fruits or more berries. Blackberries, strawberries, and all that. If you eat this, you will be filled up. So this is a healthier snack for the person who is concerned about blood glucose or blood sugar going up. But they are hungry. It's not time for dinner yet. They need to eat something. As a matter of fact, this is a lot for one person, to be honest with you. We just want to show you how it could look very nice. But you could have a half of this or half cup of this, and you will be good. If you eat all this, I would call it a meal.
People use it for breakfast.
Exactly. So this would be like a full breakfast, a full meal. But you can have some of this, half of this as in between a meal. That makes it a snack.
Yep.
And I mean, you could tell this is healthy as long as you use the right stuff. You're using fruit, you're using almond milk, not whole milk, because whole milk has all those animal fats that you don't want. But almond milk is a plant source milk, and the fact that the chia seeds also contain omega-3 fatty acids, they contain the fiber, they contain everything, all those vitamins that you need on board. So slowly your body can digest it, and it will fill you up until your real meal comes aboard. But like she said, if you want to even do this for a whole meal as a breakfast, even much better for you. So that's another good one that I think we can talk about.
Yeah, so to make it a little tasty, because it may not be that sweet, you can sweeten it with a little bit of stevia, which is the good side of sugar, right? A little better kind of sweetener.
A little bit.
And
I
you
wouldn't
can do,
but if you
even you
have
can
a
do
sweet
cinnamon.
tongue, if you have a sweet tongue, you have strawberries
A
in
little
there.
bit of cinnamon can give it a flavor too, without spiking your blood sugar.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm all about not adding anything sweet unnaturally.
Because of the fruits.
Yes,
right?
because the fruit is sweet. If it's not sweet enough, add more fruit. If your tongue wants something tasty, just add the fruit. Instead of maybe using all blueberries, and you can't taste any sweetness. You can add half of blueberries and a little bit of strawberry, which is sweet. Or in this picture that we are showing on our YouTube channel, this one actually has.
The green thing is the kiwi.
Oh, that's kiwi. Kiwi is sweeter too, right?
Yeah, kiwi
and
is
you
not
could
bad.
add this food that we had on Thanksgiving when your sister brought. I can't remember the name.
The fruit.
Cantaloupe, is that?
Oh, cantaloupe.
Yeah, a little bit of cantaloupe. That's also sweet. So
Mountain Dew.
Don't overdo it. But because of your sweet tongue, we are adding these just a little bit to give you some taste. But to be honest with you, a little bit of strawberries or raspberries should be enough. Even blueberries should be enough for you to taste something sweet in this. And for a person concerned with their blood glucose, you can't go wrong with this as a meal. You can even do this for lunch, because it's huge. Especially this cup we are showing is filled up, and you would be fine having this as a meal or a smaller portion of this as a snack. So that's a really good one.
Yeah, it's very satisfying because it has all the basic needs
exactly
in there. So.
And it looks good, right? All right. Next one, I think this was which one now?
That was the fourth one.
Okay. We didn't do the apple, right? All right. So the next one we're going to be talking about is apple slices with peanut butter. Apple slices with peanut butter. I'll have you start off with that one.
Yeah, so instead of using peanut butter, you can use almond butter.
Oh, almond butter. Okay.
Right. So you're diabetic, you are concerned about your sugar, right? So you can reach out for the green apple. You slice it and you put peanut butter or almond butter on the side. That can help definitely control your blood sugar because of the fiber. It's rich in fiber. The apple is not going to spike the blood sugar.
Definitely not.
And the almond butter is also released slowly, which is a healthy fat, right? Slowly into your bloodstream. That wouldn't spike your sugar level. So the two together can help control your appetite and help if you're so hungry and you need something right away. That will definitely help.
Definitely. And I'm always mentioning apples. I'm a fan of apples. And even we forgot, even in your previous one we talked about, you could also cut pieces of apple. And put them in there, so that it will not just be that one. It would be all kinds of fruit that taste sweet, even including cranberries too. Right. Fresh cranberries, so sweet, which we're going to talk about too. They can all be, things you can add to get the tasty, the sugary taste that you think you'll be missing out because you're diabetic or because you are watching for your sugar. And those could be good sources of sweetness. So definitely slices of apple. But the Granny Smith apples, which are the green apples, are particularly better. They're a little bitter, but they still got some sweet aftertaste. You may chew it and think it's bitter, but there's some sweetness to it.
Yes.
Some sweetness to it. And again, if you train your tongue will adjust to it. Your tongue will always adjust. It's just that it comes with time. If you are determined, you can do it. So don't just do anything because it's not sweet. You can find some sweetness in that too. So you can use that. And you mentioned peanut butter, almond butter, and any other source of butter that is, as long as it's not your real butter from animals or any animal source of you could even use avocado paste. I don't mind. As long as you are getting that sweet apple or that tasty chewy with something that has more energy in it.
I don't know whether avocado can go well with apple though.
You never know. Maybe we'll give it a shot. But whatever your tongue, some people don't like some of the things. You want to make sure that you have all the options. Plant source of butter, which we have mentioned, easy ones. It could, if you have access to walnut butter, that's fine. Okay. If you have access to peanut butter and you want that, that's fine. If you have access to any other plant source of butter that we did not mention, and that is what you want, as long as it is plant source, with your apple, green apple, or even sweet apple, I think you can go wrong with that as a snack.
Yeah, and with the butter, the peanut butter or almond butter, you have to go for the unsweetened, the all-natural peanut butter.
Yes.
Or all-natural almond butter, because sometimes they sneak in
a lot of sugar. Oh my goodness.
There. So you have to watch out for that to
Definitely.
Avoid added sugar in the peanut or the almond.
That's very, very important point. Because, we use peanut butter for peanut butter soup. Those of you who know peanut butter soup I'm talking about. If you don't take care, you buy a peanut butter with, all those added sugar. You are going to make sugar soup. It's not. So read the labels. And I mean, while at that, also look at the sodium content too. If the sodium content is also too much, you are not going to do yourself the best. So be a little bit more careful when you're buying your peanut butter. You want, if at all possible, organic sauce, no sugar added, very low amount of sodium, natural sauce, and you can't go wrong with that. That's a healthy snack for you. And if you don't have any of these foods that we are talking about, and you need to use a slice of whole grain bread as a snack, I don't think it's wrong, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be wrong.
No.
You don't have apple around, but there's a healthy whole grain slice of bread. Spread your peanut butter
on it,
or your walnut butter or whatever butter that you have, almond butter, and drink water after that, and it will fill you up as if you ate a whole meal, and yet you are controlling your blood sugar. So you got to be more or less, how should I say it, innovative. If those things are not around, you won't always find some of the things we are mentioning here. Wherever you are watching us from, you may not have access to apples. The fruit over your end may not be fruits as hard as apple that you can slice them out. Yeah, in that case, make it up with something. Replace it with another natural sauce. The key is not eating things that have been processed. So you make it up with something that is available, and as long as you don't overdo it, you can't really go wrong with that.
So can you do like banana and peanut?
I think one, as long as it's not too much, because you are watching your sugar.
Sure.
Yeah, as long as it's not, 3 tubers or three sticks of banana and peanut. I'm looking at what you're talking about, a Ghanaian recipe, kwadun kati, we call it, right?
Yeah.
Those are good too.
Yeah.
And I think that's a healthy snack. Yeah. You get more of your peanuts instead of the banana, because bananas can, raise your sugars if it's a lot. It has the fibers, all right. But if you can have one stick plus a lot more of your peanut, not too much salt on your peanut, and you drink water from there, you get your potassium sauce from the banana.
And I know your banana is very small, tiny little.
It depends on where you buy a banana. In the US, our bananas can replace a plantain, right? Because of all the ways they grow it, genetic modification and stuff. So it depends on how big your banana is. But one stick of banana, if you are really hungry, with a peanut or butter or peanut or walnut or whatever kind of nuts, won't go wrong. Especially if you have more of the nuts, you increase the fiber, so not all the sugar will be absorbed.
Right.
So you get a balance of that's a really good. And like she said, anything you have in your area, you can make it up. You get the idea. The idea is less of the sugar, more natural stuff with the oils and the fiber, so that your blood sugar remains the same, and the proteins, so that your blood sugar remains constant. That's a very good idea. All right, so the next one.
The last one, right? The sixth one.
The sixth one would then be, which one is it?
Veggies and with hummus.
Hummus or hummus, depending on where you call it from. Veggies and hummus, right? That's another good one that we can basically talk about. And that one, you can start off.
So we know the veggies can be celery, right? Or carrots. So you can have your hummus on the side and your carrots or your celery or even your bell peppers, because they are low in carbs and high in fiber, is definitely going to control your blood sugar. And the hummus provides protein and healthy fats. I think we are showing it on the screen. If you go to the fridge section, when you go to groceries, you can find the hummus that we are talking about. I know some people will make it themselves. I don't know how to make it though, but it's rich in protein, healthy fats. So if you have your veggie, which is the celery, the sticks, right? You cut pieces of it and a little hummus on the side. You put it together. You take a piece of the hummus and eat. It's it fills you up because the amount of protein in there. And there is no carbohydrates, so definitely it's not going to spike your blood sugar.
There will still be a little bit of carbohydrate, but not enough to basically spike your sugar unless you overdo it.
Right.
And you could have a salad, with the hummus on there, and one of your veggies, huge veggies, like she said, your carrots, even cut your carrots and then. Use it, the bell peppers, the green peppers or whatever color it is, and then you scoop your hummus with it, or your salad with it. I mean, this is a really good snack. If you are having this as a snack, tell me you are not going to control your blood sugar. Compare somebody who is drinking mineral or soda or any kind of sweetened beverage, or eating a cake, or eating some starchy food, yams or yuca, or whatever starchy food you have, potatoes, fries. I mean, you can compare. This person is the person who is going to basically stabilize your blood sugar because of all the fibers and, as she said, the proteins, the high amount of proteins, and all the great things that you can do so that it will be tasty and yet healthy for you. So this can make for a very good snack. And we got to start including these on our tables, Christmas dinners, and we just make your huge fufu and your huge potatoes, you bake but we forget about these things that can easily make things different and also good, for our health. So if you are, really concerned about your blood sugar, if you have a family history of blood sugar, your snacks. If you can avoid snacks and just eat your 3 square meals or 2 square meals, even better. But for those who cannot, you have been trained, to pick up that cookie, that chocolate chip cookie, in between lunch and your malt or malted drink, or your soda, or your cola, your Coca-Cola, your Fanta as a snack before your meal, you are definitely looking up to diabetes coming up, even if you don't have blood sugar levels, blood sugar problems in your family. So the best to do is to ensure that you actually have some of these things on you.
Yep.
And you can definitely have a good snack, if not for the meal, at least for the snack.
Yeah, so like in order for it to come very handy, such are the things that you want to keep around you. You put those things in the fridge so that when you come from work, or when you are bored and you want something, to eat, those are the things that you reach out for. So if there is hummus in the fridge and you have veggies, what you can do is you just cut your veggies and put the hummus on the side, and that can help control your hunger before your dinner is ready. Instead of having the sodas and the Fantas and chocolate chip all around you, these are the things that you want to make it readily available in the household. The apples, you have the apple in the center of the table and you are hungry. You have your almond butter, you have your peanut butter. You cut a piece of half of your apple, you have your peanut butter on the side, and that can control your hunger and watch what you are eating. So we discourage people going grocery and buying this canned sodas. And you see the canned sodas all around you, all around the house, and the kids are drinking, everybody's drinking. That is a recipe for diabetes. So you have to make sure that these things are less or scarce in the house, and the healthy ones are readily available, so that when you're hungry, you don't reach out for the unhealthy stuff, but the healthy ones will be around.
Definitely. So with that being said, we are going to wrap up, and unless you have any other, if you are watching or you're going to watch later, make sure you put your own spin to it. What do you think could also make for a good snack? Maybe you are using something that we didn't mention that may help our viewers. This is the time to put it on the channel, on the live, or after the live. Put yours in there, whatever you are using to help you control blood sugars. Let's share it with the family, with the community. And we don't have enough time to go over all the things we could use. But if you are using anything that we did not mention, bring it up. It may help somebody else, because not everybody would like what we mentioned. Some people may not have those as their favorites, but you may be using something that helps and has been helping you stabilize your blood sugar. If you do, put it on the comment section. We will be able to basically share with others so that they can also learn and control their blood sugars with those kind of snacks. With that being said, you have anything else?
No.
Okay, so with that being said, we are going to close off, and we will say, Beloved, we wish above all things
that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Again, we're waiting for your comments. God bless.